Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Stop this electronic omkar. There is humming. External world is taken care of by practice of Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. Their entry in our system, in our mind, is controlled by Pratyahara. Now we are working on our mind. We normally complain about the mind, we never work on the mind. And our complaint is that whenever I sit for meditation, the mind is disturbed. So don't sit for meditation. Did any doctor write a prescription for you? R. You know why the doctors write first R? R is regrets. You have come to a wrong place. Now suffer. No doctor has told you to go and do meditation. Why do meditation and suffer? Is meditation the goal of life? Or being happy the goal of life? If you are happy without doing meditation, forget about meditation. Don't suffer. That is important. So, instead of complaining about the mind, we must start working on the mind. And the complaint is, the mind is running away here and there. So, to control the mind, we first must define what is uncontrolled mind. See? Is controlling the mind like controlling a car? Is controlling the mind is controlling the wife? Is controlling the mind is like controlling the public? No. We must know what is uncontrolled mind. So uncontrolled mind is that which runs in time, space and objects. These are the three areas where the mind runs. So first of all, the mind runs in time. All the time talking about the past, thinking about the past, memories. See? And when we are refusing to stay in the present, and then we complain that whenever I sit for meditation, my mind is disturbed. Because you have trained your mind in that way. The first meaning of control over mind is controlling the mind with reference to time. So how can we do that? And this is not only 10 minutes, half an hour during meditation. This must be practiced 24/7. Now see how our mind runs in time. Whenever we talk to others, we always talk about our past. Past is not the present. So, when we keep on talking about our past, we have trained our mind not to remain in the present. Second thing, when we talk to ourselves, so talking to oneself is always talking about the future. So we are constantly imagining, I don't know what is going to happen, and tomorrow this, that thing, whether it is here or not. Keep on imagining about the future. If we consciously arrest these two habits, don't talk about your past to anybody, don't ask anybody about their past. ये कौन कर रहा? हेलो हेलो यार, चुप हो जाओ. So when this is consciously practiced, then you have started working on mind problem. Now the second thing, the mind runs in places. Now we are here in Kumbh Mela, such a lovely one. The other day, people when they see us, they ask question. One person, Swami, what is the meaning of Kumbh Mela? I said, I don't know. I am not a Kumbh Mela person. I am Kumbhakarna. And so we are here now in Ujjain. Then we will be talking about that this, that Haridwar Mela was such and such. And in that Prayag Kumbh Mela we had gone, who asked you? See, the mind runs from one place to another place. Now the third thing, the mind runs from one object to another object. When we see somebody, immediately comparison. Are yaar, you are looking like a mukri. Are, who asked you? Comparison begins. Try these three things consciously. Don't bring your past or future. Don't start going from this place to that place. And don't start comparing the things. You have started working on your mind. Normally we work by our mind. Working by the mind is default settings. Whatever we see, we have to give a comment. Nobody asks us any comment, but we have to say. And there have to be regret. I should not say, but my neighbor's daughter-in-law is better than our daughter-in-law. Who asked you? I should not say. Then why do you say? This is how the mind is playing havoc. So when we think about control over mind, we must know clearly control over mind is control over these three parameters: time, space and object. So controlling the mind with reference to the place is called a dharana according to Patanjali's Yoga Darshan. And here we are told, what is dharana? Yatra yatra manoyati brahmana tatra darshanam manaso dharanam cheva dharana sa paramata. So this dharana is, wherever our mind goes, we insist on this, that other than Paramatma, nobody comes in our life. This we have to consciously work on. And when we just start working on that, then we are dharana. Dharana, we are holding on to the divinity. This is the meaning of dharana according to the Brahmavadibihi. See, the word used is Brahmavadibihi. So there are three vadis. One is Jagatvadi or Dehavadi. The second one is the Ishwaravadi or Shaktivadi. So Jagatvadi is all the time worried about the world. Dehavadi is always worried about the health. See? This is a very funny thought in the whole society. We should be healthy. For what? If you are to be healthy, it will remain healthy. Don't waste your time in keeping the body healthy. Otherwise, the whole day, instead of enjoying the life, you constantly worry whether this is vegan, whether this is having more calories. Who is this? Hello, कुछ करो यार तुम तो. dharana sa paramata brahmavadivihi. So either we are lost in this world or we are lost in the body, dehavadi, bhautikvadi, or devavadi, ishwaravadi, all the time. Should we change our talk at night? Sir, should we change our talk at night?
Within 5 minutes, I am coming to the solution.
Okay. Then the second type of people are devavadivi. So either they spend their time in doing upasana, or they will be all the time trying to invoke the inner potentiality called as Kundalini, and they get lost in that. The purpose is different, but what they do is totally different. And this Kundalini also is understood according to where we are buried. If we are buried in the body at a gross level, we'll be all the time talking about that this chakra Veda has taken place, this chakra is opened. There is nothing like chakra opening. See friends, nothing opens. I'll tell you about this. One friend came with his friend to me. In Bombay it happened. And he said, Swami, this is my friend, and he wants to ask something. I said, start. Swamiji, his Kundalini, I said, is he dumb or can he talk? He can talk. Let him talk. Don't be advocate for him. So he started. He said, Swamiji, my Kundalini is open. All my chakras are open. Kundalini is awakened. But by the time this happened, my Guru died. Now I have a problem. Now what should I do? You please guide me further. So I started laughing. He said, why are you laughing? I said, you have already killed one Guru. Now you want to kill me or what? I am not going to talk to you. You are a Guru eater. Guru Bhakshi. I am not going to talk to you. See friends, the meaning of this Kundalini Shakti is totally different. But we get lost only in this excitement. See? The word Bheda, Chakra Bheda, is a Sanskrit term. Bheda means Rahasya, the secret. आपके सौंदर्य का क्या भेद है? मैं डेटॉल से अपना मुंह धोता हूं. अच्छा. See friends, Veda is a secret. What is the secret of life? So the secret of life is Mooladhar. We are identified with the body. So when it is said the secret or the Chakra Bhed, Mooladhar Bhed means disidentification from the body. If body identification is not removed, then Swadhisthana Chakra is a place for desire. When we are identified with the body, desire or kamana cannot be eradicated. And when we start fulfilling our desires, it will lead to greed. That greed is Manipur Chakra. And till such time, we live in the lower three chakras. The Mooladhar, Swadhisthana and Manipur. We are in samsara. We have to rise above them. When we rise above them, then we come to Anahat Chakra. When a seeker comes in Anahat Chakra, he has started working on his mind. Then a seeker is born. Before that, he is a sucker, not a seeker. See friends. So when a seeker is born in the Anahat Chakra, now he starts working on the mind. What is the mind? Mind is an interaction between two types of thoughts. One is I thought versus not I thought. This I thought is singular. The not I thought is multiple. Like, I see the light, I hear the sound, I see the camera, I see all of you. So, these are many, but I, the seer, is one. So, what is the mind? Mind is I thought versus not I thought. More the not I are entertained by the I thought becomes fat. Therefore, the old people, they have got very strong ego because they are not I. Property is huge. And what is in not I? Only two things. My possessions, my relations. There is nothing third. So, in Anahat Chakra, when the I entertain a lot and lot of not I, then we are started now appreciating this. Yes, really the life is not lived by the body. The life is not lived by the desire. The life is not lived by the greed. The life is lived by I am identified with the body. I have desire. I am greedy. So who is this I? And then we start working on this I. So this I is, I am a man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am successful, I am a failure, I am beautiful, I am awful. All the past is collected as a huge burden, and the mule carrying the burden of I is seated in the Anahat Chakra. That is the secret of Anahat Chakra, Veda. So, if I keep on eating more and more, I will become fat. So, if I have to reduce my weight, my size, what I have to do? Reduce eating. Okay? One fat lady went to the doctor and told, Doctor Sahab, I have to reduce my weight, please give me the diet chart. So the doctor gave. And report me after 2 months. She came after 2 months and double the size. So the doctor was surprised. He said, what did you do? I gave you the diet schedule. Yes, doctor, that's what I did. Tell me what you do. See, I used to take my normal diet. After that, I was taking your diet. See, Chakra Veda. The secret is, more the food I eat, fat I become. Therefore, lesser the objective thoughts are entertained, weaker will be the I thought. And that is why we are told as a spiritual practice, don't talk about your past. Don't write autobiography of a Dumbo. Nobody is interested. See, friends, lesser you entertain your past, weaker will be the ego. But everywhere we go, I was here, I was there. Who is interested? This is what happens particularly with the old people. Why oldies are not accepted in the younger generation? Only because they are all the time talking about their past. They don't understand the basic principle. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But old people have no future. Now I have no future. Youngsters have all the future. See, friends, spiritual practice means this. This is working on another chakra. So when you thus start entertaining minimum relations and minimum possessions, slowly, slowly, you will come to know one day, whatever we have given importance to, that alone troubles us. You give importance to your wife, she will be a problem for you. Give importance to the children, they will be a problem for you. Give importance to discipline, it will be a problem for you. Give importance to cleanliness, it will be a problem for you. Give importance to getting up early in the morning, it will be a problem for you. Give importance to God, He will start troubling you. Anything you give importance is a source of misery. So, if I have given importance to something or somebody, I have to revalue that. Nobody can do it for me. And thus, we start working on our Anahat Chakra. So we do not entertain a lot and lot of the not I aspect. It is here Patanjali comes. Yama, Niyama. These are Mahavratas. But 99% of the yoga students, they directly jump into the asana and start the acrobatics. See, I was in a university, BITS Pilani, and I was going for my lecture. So I was going step by step. And the youngsters, one young student came running and he was jumping three steps. Directly, 3rd, 6th, 9th, 12th. And in that he missed one. And he fell down and came rolling down. I said, you should not have missed one, you should have missed 2 steps. Then you would have comfortably gone. There is no shortcut on the spiritual path. See, I'll give you an example. I am a great glutton. I can eat a lot. Every day I eat 8 chapatis. And then my hunger is satiated. So one day I became like everything is smart these days. Smart cities, smart phone, smart husbands, smart wives. Everything is smart. So I became a smart yogi. And therefore what I did, instead of eating the 7 chapatis and then 8 chapatis, so what I did, I kept the 7 of them in front of me and then the 8th one. And I said, when I eat this 8 chapati, my stomach is satiated. So I ate the 8th chapati first and saw hunger has not gone. How come every day I eat the 8th chapati, the hunger goes, why today it has not gone? Exactly the same way. We don't practice yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, 7 chapatis. And we want samadhi. Shortcut. Friends, there are no shortcuts on the spiritual path. If you want a shortcut, you will be cut short. Everything takes its own time. It's not with a click of a mouse you will get realized. Therefore, working on Anahat Chakra is working that we have given importance to something, stop that. And this is what is called as Udasinavadasinam Asaktam Teshu Karavasu. Start remaining indifferent. We don't have to improve the world. We don't have to change anybody in this world. And this ability to remain indifferent is the beginning of opening the Anahat Chakra. And in this manner, be attentive, in this manner, when the not I aspect of our experience reaches 0, then the I will be objectless. Objectless I is thought-free I. Be attentive. Not I thought and I thought. When the not I thoughts are removed, the I thought deletes the thought aspects and the thought-free I remains. That thought-free I is our entry in the Vishuddha Chakra. Vishuddha Chakra is thought-free I. In Yoga Shastra it is called as Atma-Khyati. Atma-Khyati is our presence is not determined by any means of knowledge. This thought-free experience of being is Vishuddha Chakra. A seeker who has thus transcended the Anahata Chakra and come to the Vishuddha Chakra, so he is in the Atma-Khyati, Atma-Jnana. In this place, Patanjali calls this as Ritambhara Prajna. Ritambhara Prajna is that knowledge where Ritam, the truth as indicated by the scriptures, is experienced. Ritambhara. Now here, there is no limitation of time, space and object. Because thoughts, when we transcend, the mind is dissolved. Then such a seeker, he starts enjoying solitude, doesn't want to go anywhere. And it is here the Maya of Bhagavan starts playing the role. All the dormant siddhis, they start surfacing. And we get carried away by those. Like in the outer world, success, abilities, name, fame, when it becomes a lot, we forget everything and we run after that. In the same manner, in the inner world, when our inner potentialities are slowly surfacing, then we are ready to bless the people. Beta, tumhara bhala hua, bhale mera satyanas ho jaye. Dear friends, therefore many people they come, Swamiji, ladies particularly, if they are Punjabi lady, guarantee. Swamiji, mathe par haath rakho. I said, I don't want to spoil my head. Mathe par haath rakho. No Ashirwad. Ashirwad demands you accept yourself to be superior and other as inferior. There is no Ashirwad. There is love. Love doesn't demand any demarcation of superior or inferior. Dear friends, therefore you will see most of the Mahatmas they have got this kind of Ashirwad posture. So, and then they will be writing here, Om, and from that Om, the light or the rays will come out, and the devotee is feeling great. It's only objective fantasy. It has nothing to do with the reality. See, friends, when a seeker thus comes to the Atma-Khyati, here one has to be extremely aware. Patanjali says, all these are obstacles for the seeker of truth. Never get carried away by them. This is what is the process of Kundalini, wherein we invoke our inner potentiality. But our dhyana is not on this. Then, Brahmaivasmiti Sarvritya Niranambataya Sthiti Dhyana Shaktina Vikhyata Paramanandadayakaha. So, dhyana is, we are aware of all these potentialities. Don't meddle in God's creation. What is needed for the evolution of every person, it is happening. If we have to serve, service does not mean we try to improve somebody. No, don't improve anybody. Everybody is perfectly growing in his own way. Every experience is needed for the evolution of a person, good and bad. Otherwise, we will become bonsai. You will see in most of the ashrams, those people who are like, there are jailbirds, there are ashram birds. When they are staying in the security of the ashram for years together, they lose their confidence. they lose their ability to face the challenges of life. And all the time somebody, some commander is required. Wherever they are to go, some secretary is required. Can't they go independently? No. Because security. Friends, on the spiritual path, security is an obstacle. We have to learn to jump in the unknown dark. And that is what is called as real surrender to the Lord. Therefore, dhyana shabdena brahmaivasmi iti sadvritya. Be attentive. When we have come to the Atma Khyati, now here it is Kundalini Prabhava. Hereafter, is it that I alone am divine? What about the whole world? Then this I, who is now discovered as thought-free being, is the thought-free being one or many? And then we come to discover, and using the word discover, we don't create. Then we come to discover these Atma Khyati Vishuddha Chakra. We grow from the Atma Khyati and come to the Agya Chakra. Agya Chakra is Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti. A person who has unfolded the secret of Agya Chakra, he is the experience of Aham Brahmasmi. This is what is mentioned here. Brahmaivasmi iti sadvritya niralambataya sthiti. And a seeker who has thus come to this experience, niralambataya, he doesn't require any support to be at home with anybody, anywhere. No reason is required. For him, love is not an action. For him, love is an experience. A boy and a girl, for them, when they love each other, their love is a verb, an action. Therefore, a boy falls in love. And when he falls, he gets hurt. That hurting is called as marriage. And thereafter suffering. But the mother and the child, it is not that the mother loves the child. Here the love is not a verb. It is a noun. And therefore, the mother doesn't fall in the love of the child, but the mother rises in the love for the child. When we start rising, that is a noun called as love. And when we start falling, that is a verb called as love. A person, a seeker who has come to this Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti experience, he does not love anybody. He has love for everyone. And therefore, he doesn't have to justify anything. Suppose sometimes the mother gives one heart to the child. Living today's digital mothers separately, normally, when the parents give one heart to the child, the parents don't have to justify, they don't have to regret. But in today's digital world, the parents have to regret. And Mummy is sorry, beta, Mummy is telling sorry. Why you should say sorry? You have every right to hit your child. It is your product. Because there is pure love. So, Aham Brahmasmi Sadvritya Niralambataya Sthiti Dhyana Shabdena Vikhyataha Paramanandadayakaha. This is what is called as the meaning of dhyana according to Brahmavadihi. Those who have risen above the crossword, the various experiences of the world, and now come to the experiencer. So there is one experiencer who is experiencing everything through everyone. This is what Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Hey Arjun, I alone am expressing in and through everybody in this world. When we become aware of our that divine essential nature, we will have a totally pratna shaithilya ananta samapatibhyam. If I have to hold somebody or touch somebody's cheek, I will have to think twice. I don't know whether he will like or not. But if I have to scratch my own face, will I ever feel, I don't know whether my cheek will like my hand coming and touching or not. No. There is no sense of otherness. See friends, this is the real meaning of dhyana, remaining in this awareness. And this is not for a moment. Therefore, the one who is abiding in this knowledge is called as Brahmajnani. There is no Jnana Bhrashta. There is no Bhakti Bhrashta. There are no words in the scriptures. See, no devotee has ever fallen because he has already fallen on the feet of the Lord. Where further will he fall? Jnana Bhrashta, there is no question of Bhrashta, falling from this knowledge. Because this knowledge is such, is only once in the lifetime. There is no repetition. Repetition is possible only in finite, not in the infinite. See friends, Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Vrashto Vijayate. There is the word Yoga Vrashta. Therefore in yoga you have to practice. It is in the finite world. But in the knowledge, when we learn, for example, swimming, only once we learn swimming in our life. We don't learn twice. And once you learn, you never forget because you don't learn it by mind. There is no possibility of forgetting the swimming. In the same manner, once you come to discover your divine nature, there is no possibility of further fall. This is what is called as Dhyana Shabda. So, Dhyana Shabdena Vikhyataha Paramanandadayakaha Nirvikarataya Vritya Brahmakarataya Punaha Vritti Vismaranam Samyak Samadhi Avidiyate. Now, what is the meaning of the Samadhi? Nirvikarataya Vritya Brahmakarataya Punaha. Now, this master is Nirvikar. Friends, there are two types of thoughts. One are called as Vikara and the second are called as Vichar. Vikar are indisciplined thought process and they are the reactions of the mind. See? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Pada, Matsarya, desire, anger, greed, lust, passion, jealousy, envy. These are the Vikara, these are the abnormalities, unhealthy condition of the mind. Therefore, first of all, Nirvikarataya, there is no Vikar. See friends, there is neither friend nor enemy. This experience, then, Nirvikarataya Vritya Brahmakarataya Punaha. What is the reason? Because now his mind is dissolved in consciousness. Friend, this particular thought I am repeating in one of his compositions, Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes, Chittam Chitcha Vijaniya Takara Rahitam Yada Takaro Vishayadhyasaha Japa Rago Yathavano. Chitta is nothing but Chit. Chittam Chit Cha Vijaniya. When Takara Rahitam Yada, when you remove the Takar, what is Takara? Takaro Vishayadhyasaha. Vishaya Adhyasa, an illusion of objectivity. When we are told this world is an illusion, it means the sense of otherness is an illusion. So, when the sense of otherness disappears, there cannot be a desire. desire always happens about something which is other than us. That is why there is no desire for the self. And because there is no possibility of desire for the self, we feel lost. Oh God, फिर क्या होगा? Because we want something. One of the definition of God realization is freedom from desire. यदा सर्वे प्रमुच्यन्ते कामा यस्य हृदिश्रिताः अथो मर्त्यः अमृतो भवति अत्र ब्रह्म समश्नुते. When all the desires are eradicated from our mind once for all, the desire-free experience is God realization. See, friends. Therefore, निर्विकालतया वृत्त्या ब्रह्माकारतया पुनः वृत्ति विस्मरणं सम्यक्. Vritti Vismaranam. So, there is totally eradication of thought process. Then the mind of such a master is like a mirror. Next time you go in front of the mirror, start working on this. On this particular thing, I have spent days together on this particular what I am telling you. When you stand in front of the mirror, start working. If there is a reflection of fire in the mirror, the reflection in the mirror does not burn the mirror. If the reflection is that of the waters, the reflection of the waters doesn't make the mirror wet. If the object is 10 feet away from the mirror, the reflection is also 10 feet away inside. But the mirror thickness is hardly 0.1 mm. Where from the depth has come? If this is clear, now apply on yourself. When I am seeing you, maybe 100, 200, is it a burden to my eyes? If 200 of you become 2000, will it be a more problem? Oh God, I have to see so many of them. Like in front of the mirror, if there is one person or 1 million people, is it a burden for the mirror to reflect them? No. Is it not our experience? And if all of you go away, will there be any loss to my vision? This is our essential nature. Meaning, the presence or absence of the worldly things and beings have no impact on us. We only imagine. That habit of imagination has to be removed. This is what the teacher says, Vritti Vismaranam Samyak Samadhi Avidiyate. So do not imagine that when you are sitting for Samadhi, you should not hear the sounds. No, hear the sounds, but don't react to the sounds. Like we listen to the Vedantic lecture, in the same manner listen to the worldly things. You know, one of my weaknesses is I don't remember anybody's names. So I had to hide my weakness. What I do? Hey, mic wala, there is a humming going on constantly. Mic man, there is humming going on. Are you sleeping there or what?
Hello. Sir, actually, that's not the humming voice, that's the voice of the Buddhas.
So, therefore, Vritti Vismaranam Samyak Samadhi Avidiyate. Vritti Vismaranam. There is total forgetfulness of any objective experience. So, how we listen to Vedanta, we are told that you are Satchidananda Parabrahma Paramatma. Oh, where I am Satchidananda Paramatma. Okay, then you are a fool of the highest order. No, 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 don't call me a fool. No, I am not a fool. Then who are you? Vritti Vismaranam. As we listen to Vedanta, nothing touches us. In the same manner, listen to the world, but don't get influenced by anything in this world. When this habit of getting influenced by anything is consciously controlled, then we will be able to remain in Samadhi. Samadhi is not like a deep sleep. Bhagavad Gita defines Samadhi. It is said there, Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. The wise people are awakened to that reality to which the ignorant people are sleeping. And the wise man is sleeping to the relative world to which the ignorant people are awakened. Therefore, abiding in the truth means although living in the relative world yet not getting influenced by the relative world is called as Samadhi. Samyak adiyate yasmin tat Samadhi. That in which everything is contained, but the container is not influenced by the content, that experience is called as Samadhi. Nirvikarataya vrittya brahma akarataya punaha vritti vismaranam samyak samadhi vidiyate. Kindly change this direction of this feeder thing. Hey Jambure, change this one. You are telling it is coming because of speak that thing, it is not. Completely make it, I don't need it. This one also. When humming comes, it is irritating, I can't talk with open throat. Make it also that side. Today's mic wala is sleeping. Okay. Imam cha krutvimanandam tavat sadhu samapyase dakshe yavat kshanan pumsaha pratyaktam samabhed swayam. Now these three practices, dharana, dhyana and samadhi, the question comes, how long should we do this? Now, imam cha akrutrima anandam tavat sadhu samabhyase. Till such time, one is able to remain effortlessly cheerful and happy under all conditions. Till then, continue this. It is not for few moments. It is not half an hour a day. It is not only in the morning. It is 24/7. Try. So what is the all spiritual practice now? Be happy. Everything ultimately boils down to this. And when this principle of being happy is upheld in our heart, then many things will start surfacing, a beautiful approach to life. The first thing that happens thereafter is we are no more influenced by the comments of the people. Many of us get carried away by this particular thing, particularly in India, Indians. Log kya kahenge? Forget about people. Be yourself. Because kuch to log kahenge. There is no way out. See? Now, all of us are in a hot air oven and therefore there is no humming sound. So the humming sound was coming from the hot air oven. So now they have switched off all the coolers. Now let us suffer together. Idam cha akrutrim ananda. There are two types of happinesses, krutrima and akrutrima. Kruta means created. Created ananda is what? I am happy because of my wife. How come? Oh, she's so caring, she doesn't demand anything, and she loves me, she respects me, therefore I am happy. Then what is your contribution? Zero. If you are happy in spite of your wife, then it is your contribution. Akritrima Ananda. Let us not find out a reason to be happy. See, friends, unreasonable happiness. No reason to be happy. Now the question comes, what is happiness? Happiness is not the laughing club. Ha 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 ha. That is not happiness. That is a dumb thing. See, friends, happiness is living at zero complaint level. Never try to justify anything. Never try to prove anything to anybody. Be at home with everyone and everywhere. That is being happy, like the waters are happy. Put the water in a flat container, water is at peace. Put the water in a test tube, the water is comfortable. Let the water be in a capillary tube, the water is comfortable. Whether there are tsunamis rising, water doesn't feel bad. Whether there are deep oceans, the water doesn't get drowned. Whether in the clouds, in the form of the droplet, the water doesn't feel fear of falling down, because water is at home everywhere. In the same manner, being happy means being at home in every place with everyone under all conditions. When this thing is consciously practiced, then we are practicing the yoga abhyas. See, friends. But when it is done mechanically, under compulsion, then all the abnormalities start surfacing in one's life. See, if you go to the Siddha Mahatmas, if you go to the yogis, if you go to the tapasvis, the people will tell, go carefully, don't do anything to the Mahatma. Whatever he tells, simply listen. If he will become angry and curse you, then you are gone. Because they still have the sense of otherness. You go to a devotee never curses. Because he sees Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat. Have you heard anywhere in the whole literature that a devotee has cursed another person? It is not possible. But you see the yogis and tapasvis, our Durvasa Rishi in the mythological stories. When he went to Draupadi, give me food. If the food is not there, I will curse you. So poor lady, she was so frightened. And then she got Krishna, 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 Krishna is there. And what he said? He said, please give me your thali and let me see. So she said, I am already frustrated because of food you are asking for the thali, please give. So she gives. And there was one grain of rice still sticking to the thali. He ate that and all the other fellows were quieted down. Bhagavan Krishna was Yogeshwara, not a yogi. Yogeshwara. From this, what is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is never wash your utensils clean. Imagine, had Draupadi washed her thali clean and there was no grain of rice, what a tragedy it would have been. Once you start learning the moral of the story, you will never be miserable. You will always happy. In this manner, imam ja akritim anandam tavat sadhu samabhyase. Till then, continue your practice. And you will yourself come to know, like when the fruit is on the tree, it will keep on holding on to the tree. But when it becomes in due time ripe, it naturally is dropped. Discrimination fructifies in dispassion. Then such a person, he is in the midst of all the comforts, all the possible luxuries, but is never attached to any one of them. There was a king he was told that in our kingdom, the one great Mahatma has come. This is what people say. We don't know about him. King says, call him. So the Mahatma comes to the palace and the king says, give him a proper bath, a royal thing, and from tomorrow, for 1 week, he will be sitting on the throne. So he was given the royal clothes. He sits there. Then in the evening, he goes to his room. He removes all the skatra, langoti, and sleeps. And behavior outside with all the luxuries. He is enjoying that. So after 1 week, the king asked the question, Sir, you are a great master. You are enjoying this, what I was doing. What is the difference between you and me? He said, okay, let us go for a walk. They go for a walk. And keeps on walking, walking, walking. And when the boundary of the kingdom comes, the king says, let us go back. He said, where? Let us keep walking. He said, this is the difference. The wise people live in the midst of luxuries, but they are not attached or bound by the luxuries. This is what Bhagavan Krishna says, Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha, Sukheshu vigata spruha. Therefore, we don't have to artificially create problems for us. Many of us have got this notion. And this notion is with the people who have got tapasya as the foundation of their spiritual life. Real tapasya, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Aham apetakam, nija vibhanakam, mahadidam tapo ramana bhagyam. The real tapasya is, before I tell you what real tapasya is, let us define tapasya. What is tapasya? Willful denial of comforts is tapasya. So when it is cold, you don't put on warm clothes. When it is hot, you put on fire around you. When everybody is taking a normal food, you take only grass. When people are taking milk, you will be taking the soya milk so that you can sleep. Soya milk means after you drink it, you soya milk. Why? I am a vegan, someone extraordinary. No. The real tapasya is willful denial of what you like. Now what is that which we like the most is our ego. Therefore, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Aham apetakam, that because of which the ego is dissolved, that is the highest tapasya. And this is the principle of devotion. When we go to the Lord, what can we give to the Lord? Suppose some of you come and want to give me something. What you will think of giving? Yesterday I went to some place that Mahatma saw me without any Vajanti mala in my neck. So he said, now what can I give you? So, get one Rudraksha mala for Maharaj Ji and gave me one Rudraksha mala because I don't have. So I was feeling very bad. I should have removed my watch. If they given me a watch. So what I don't have, that is given to me. Now what can we give to God? Think. We can give to God only that what He doesn't have. God does not have ego. Aham apetakam. Surrender our I at the feet of the Lord. And the surrender of I is equal to discovery of akrutrim ananda, effortless bliss. This is what Patanjali says, prayatna shaitilya. Let there be no struggle in life. The struggle is only two ways. We want to prove something, we want to justify something. Let us drop these two notions and see we are able to understand this principle, imam cha akrutrim anandam tavat sadhu samabhyase lakshe yavat kshanam pumsah pratyakvam sabhavet swayam. And as the result of which, he will be able to distinctly experience. Friends, as we distinctly experience, this is the camera, this is the mic stand, these are the people sitting, distinctly seeing. In the same manner, one is able to experience the gross body, then the prana, then the mind, then the intellect, and the one who is illuminating all of them, not getting disturbed by any one of them. Kara malakavat, like the fruit in your hand, like the gooseberry, amalak means gooseberry, like the gooseberry in your palm, how distinctly the experience is. In the same manner, thereafter what happens is, we start functioning through the body, we no more function as the body. Thereafter we start functioning through the prana shakti, we no more function as the prana shakti. Thereafter we start functioning through the mind, we no more function as the mind. Functioning as the mind is, when there is a misery, we become miserable. When there is a joy, we become happy. Functioning as the prana, when there is hunger, we are very angry. When there is thirst, we want now and here the water. When we start living as the body, we are all the time talking about possessions and relations. But when we start working through the body, possessions and relations will get away, and the goal of your realization will never be forgotten. In this manner, when the seeker has grown up, he will be living in the same body. Don't have that notion. Realization means suddenly you start developing two horns like the Onida and a big tail and some kind of abnormal. No, nothing changes. Only the vision changes. And the vision is Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmannevanupashyati ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter. Yoga yuktatma. He who is thus perfected in the yoga, his vision is this. Sarvatra samadarshanaha. For him, there is nothing like somebody is mine and somebody is not mine. This is how this practice of samadhi has to be practiced continuously. You know, this practice of samadhi is like what? Be attentive. One example I'll give you, it will become easy. Earlier, I used to write everything because there was no PC or laptop. So, thousands and thousands of pages I must have written by hand. Very fast. Now, last 20 years or so, that is gone. Either I dictate to somebody or I use my laptop. As a result, now if I had to write even one page by hand, there will be 10 different types of handwritings. If I had to sign my own signature 3 times, there will be 3 varieties of signature. Because the ability to function is slowly died away. This is called as unused atrophy. Because the functionality of the organ, because it is not used, slowly dies away. Exactly the same way, when we practice this samadhi abhyas for a longer period of time, the old habit of unwanted thinking dies away. Therefore, first it is the savikalpa samadhi. In savikalpa samadhi, the objectivity is still valid. and you try to not get influenced by that. Thereafter, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where there are no possibility of thought eruption because you have reached in the absolute. Absolute is only one without a second. There are not two absolutes. So when we thus start remaining in that Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, for a longer period of time, the old habit of the mind, unnecessarily talking, commenting, evaluating, remembering, projecting, everything disappears. Thereafter, we discover the following principle. Mind has two aspects. One aspect is perception aspect. The second aspect is projection aspect. Like, I see this beautiful place. Perception by the mind. No problem. But after that, we don't stop. Then the mind starts projecting. This is how the boy or a girl, they fall in love. The boy looks at the girl and goes ahead, no problem. See? But when the boy looks at the girl and he doesn't go away, then starts thinking about the girl. Why she had come at this very moment in this place when I am there? There may be God's will. Because God wants me to meet her. And then something happens or something falls down. He goes and lifts and gives. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, where from you are? The mind starts slowly projecting. And projection aspect of the mind is the cause of bondage. Perception is natural. Projection is our creation. See friends, this projection aspect of the mind is dissolved by Nirvikalpa Samadhi Abhyas. And therefore, Tavat Sadhu Samabhyaset. Till such time, our habit of projection is totally died, we should practice this Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And when the Samadhi is practiced while living in the world, look upon the world as Isha Vasamidam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. When we look upon the world as God, we will not have the attitude of bhoga, indulgence, but we will have an attitude of yoga or the service. With this attitude, we live our day through, and when we come back to our place, then practice the same. Writing the account of the day is meditation. How the day was spent. Where did we react violently? Was it necessary? And in this manner, slowly, we correct our wrong projections, our wrong actions, and grow every day with this understanding. Tataha sadhana nirmuktaha siddho bhavati yogirat tat swarupam bhavet tasya avishayo manaso giram. And when this is practiced, ultimately, tata sadhana nirmuktaha yogirat siddho bhavati. Thereafter, all the practices are dropped. See? Like you will see, all the great musicians, they are doing their sadhana or music, but after a particular time, they don't require any preparation. Be very attentive. If you have to talk on the childhood of, let us say, Mahatma Gandhi, what will you do? You are not a Mahatma Gandhi. Then you will go to Swami Gugalananda and Google, and then correct all the information. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Prepare your lecture and start giving. You estimated that this lecture will last for 20 minutes, but it was over in 5 minutes. Oh God, now 15 minutes, what to do? So then you are told, never mind, tell about your childhood. And then will you say, no, I have not prepared my childhood? Friends, when you talk experience, you don't require preparations. When you are preparing, you have no experience. This is the basic difference in the seeker of truth, who are able to transcend the total material world. Otherwise, we are all the time only referring to this book, that book, this slide, that slide. Can the devotion be shown by the PowerPoint? Imagine our Mirabai. Here Bhagwan Krishna is there and there is the projector and Mirabai is giving lecture on devotion. Mere to project the slide. Giridhara, Giridhara, Gopala, Gopala. These are the cartoons. See, friends, there is no demonstration, there is no performance. This experience is mentioned here, Avishayo Manaso Giram. This experience is beyond the scope of mind and speech. Much more in this experience we will take in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om